especially in the acute loss phase of, you're realizing what's happened, the death by suicide especially is, it's a grief that can kill.
Yeah.
It can kill. And so at some point you have to decide, am I going to succumb? Is that one bullet going to take out him and me and other people? Or am I going to decide to live? And for me, I mean, my daily life went down to like almost nothing. If I could get out of bed the next day, that was a good day. And I did. I got out of bed every day, and it was a good day. But I kind of came on this by happenstance of serving somebody else, just doing the smallest thing, like, oh, I made some muffins and sharing it with somebody. Is like, that's what made me feel alive again. And it really had the connection with being with other people, because you're going to want to isolate. That's what's going to feel comfortable. But what's the fix is community with others. So the service is what kind of brought me back to life, is serving others. And
I would add being honest about what's happened. When I spoke at John's funeral, I gave a synopsis of his story and how we saw it. And so we talked about mental illness, and we talked about the fact that he'd taken his own life. And I was not going to apologize for that.
Yeah.
And so the honesty and the facing reality, I think, is a really important part of healing. Another part is feeling that pain, though, not denying that it's painful, and not numbing it. Yeah. And you asked about telling another parent who lost a child, don't expect this to go away in 2 weeks, 6 weeks, 6 months. The intensity of it will subside, but only as you go through this grief process.
Right. I have a friend whose son died, and she said, I went to a therapist and my husband went to a scotch bottle. Yeah. And so for a year he was drunk. For a year. And he finally got up. He went to a therapist. So parents need to be aware of, if you try to numb with the drugs and the alcohol, not that you couldn't be forgiven, because if any year you're going to be tempted to numb that pain, it's going to be that year. You're just pushing that grief feeling down the road, and it's going to have to be dealt with. Because, I just was ruthless with myself. I was just like, I'm feeling this now, and I'm going to cry this out now. I'm not going to try to, and I never apologized for it either. I never apologized for it. And I refused shame. Yeah. I did refuse it, and I just didn't even indulge it.